Hello everyone, this is Levi. Realme has made a remarkable success in India since it was founded 2 years ago. According to IDC, Realme has surpassed Oppo to become the number 4 smartphone brand in India. As we all know, the smartphone industry competition is so tough. Lots of big brands like Sony, HTC, and LG are even disappearing. So why does a young new brand succeed in such a short time? Let's find it out. Let's talk about the Indian market. First, Indian consumers are very smart. They know exactly what kind of smartphone they buy. They watch a lot of reviews before they make a decision. I stayed in India for 3 years because of work. I talked to a lot of smartphone consumers there. These consumers know exactly the specs, the features, and the software of the smartphone. They are very sensitive to price. Besides, women likes to accept the suggestion from men when they make a decision to buy a smartphone. So, Indian market is a male-dominated market in the technology world. Second, the smartphone online market share is very high in India, between 30% to 40%. It goes up to more than 50% in those promotion days, like the Big Billion Day before Diwali. If I'm not wrong, it is the highest in the world. More importantly, there are two big e-commerce players, Amazon and Flipkart. Flipkart is actually controlled by Walmart, so you can imagine how tough the competition is between them. Smartphone revenue should take more than 50% of their whole revenue. So, smartphone business is the most important business for these two e-commerce players. Besides, Xiaomi was the only online smartphone brand before 2018. This was quite a big risk for both of these two e-commerce players. So both of them would like to invest a lot on a new potential smartphone brand. Third, Xiaomi, which was perceived as an online smartphone brand, became the number 1 smartphone brand in the fourth quarter of 2017. Xiaomi came to India in 2015 as a pure online smartphone brand, but after success in the online market, it went to offline as a big wave in 2017. It shook the market so strongly that lots of offline smartphone brands felt very anxious. Xiaomi did not only set benchmark, but also its success implied that Xiaomi's best value strategy worked very well in India. So based on the above 3 points, what would you do if you work in a smartphone company? Back to 2018, when it was founded to compete with Xiaomi as an online smartphone brand, Realme had some advantages as a new company. First, on the shoulders of a giant, Oppo. Realme shares with Oppo the manufacturer, supply chain, and technology. All of these factors are very important to win the partner's trust. How to win the consumer's trust is another key. Oppo had around 8% market share back to the fourth quarter of 2017. It seems not very high, but Oppo had invested a lot on the branding part. As we all know, Vivo was the sponsor of the most popular game in India, IPL. Oppo was the sponsor of ICC, which was the world organization of cricket. So you can imagine how much it has invested. Realme claimed that it has been independent since the beginning it was founded, but there were so many connections between them. For example, there was even an Oppo logo on the back of Realme 1, which was Realme's first device. So all of these connections convinced the consumers that Realme was not a no-name brand. It was a trustable brand. Second, lots of support from Amazon and Flipkart. As we all know, Realme 1 was exclusive with Amazon, and Realme 2 was exclusive with Flipkart. As we talked above, both of these two e-commerce players were very keen to see a new brand rise up to compete with Xiaomi. So you can imagine how much resources they would like to invest on a new potential brand. Third, Realme One was a huge success. Realme One was not a perfect smartphone back to 2018, but it was excellent in the CPU and the design. Its main competitor is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5. Xiaomi Note 5 has the fingerprint and dual cameras on the back, while Realme One has only one camera and it has no fingerprint. But it was so great at the CPU performance and the design. The success of Realme One not only gave the partners the confidence, but also it gave the market a signal that Realme has the potential to compete with Xiaomi. Fourth, Xiaomi was assisting Realme. It was not easy for Realme to catch eyes from media and consumers at the beginning, but Xiaomi has never stopped attacking Realme since the beginning. With these attacks, Realme created lots of buzz in the market and it became an option to replace Xiaomi. What Xiaomi has done also made me very confused. When the competitor is stronger or better than you, you can attack your competitor as a marketing way. But why attacking a new brand when you are the number one? Now Realme is not a small brand anymore in India. It seems that it's on the right track, not only in the smartphone category, but also it is launching AIoT devices like smart television, smart watches, and TWS earphones. And all of these devices are performing very well. Xiaomi is still number one in Indian market, but Realme definitely is the brand who will challenge Xiaomi in the coming years, not only in the smartphone category, but also in the ecosystem, which Xiaomi is one of the best in the world. When I talk to people in the smartphone industry, they ask me a question: is there still a chance for a new brand in India? Well, my answer is yes. First, Indian market is a big market and it is still growing. Even if you have only 5% of the market share, it is still quite enough for new brands. Second, online market share is very high. It is 40%. Just imagine you have only 12% of the online market share, which means you have 5% of the whole market share. Third, this online brand goes offline now. As we all know, the offline cost is always higher than the online cost. So the price from this brand will go up. Fourth, big e-commerce players were not very happy to see that this online smartphone brand goes offline. A pure online brand will get the support from them. Just imagine a pure online brand which keeps the price very competitive. Okay, that's the end of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you.